As you listen, as you relax, you may notice something is shifting already. Perhaps in ways you can't quite explain yet. But that's perfectly fine. Because you don't need to know exactly how things change. Only that they do. And that they are, even now. Because the mind, the unconscious mind, it knows how to learn, how to change, how to let go. And as you hear these words, as you drift into them, as they flow through you, you may find that a deep part of you that knows what's best for you is beginning to awaken. Now, I don't know if you ever watched a river, a strong flowing river, carrying away everything it no longer needs. The old leaves, the broken twigs, the things that have served their purpose. And I wonder if you can imagine that river inside you now, effortlessly carrying away old exhaustion, old stress, old fears. And as you let them go, as the river takes them far, far away, you notice something remarkable. There's space, there's energy, there's a lightness. And that lightness, it's filling you now. You've been tired, yes. And isn't it interesting how being tired is just the body's way of saying it's ready to release something it no longer needs. And now you're releasing. Now you're resetting. Now you're opening up to something new. And isn't it funny how the more you chase sleep, the more elusive it becomes. And yet the moment you stop trying, the moment you just relax, let go, allow, it sneaks up on you and it carries you away. Because the mind and the body, they work together. And they're working for you, not against you. And you might not have noticed before, but now you're starting to notice how easy it is to trust that process. The more you try to force sleep, the more it dances away. But the more you relax, the more you let go, the more it simply happens, all by itself, effortlessly, naturally. And isn't that a wonderful realization? And maybe there was a time when your mind would run, spinning through all mistakes, future fears, things that never came to be, as if worry had a purpose. But what if it never really did? What if worry was just a habit? And what if now you simply outgrew it? Because the past is just a story, one you can rewrite. And the future is like a blank canvas, one that you get to paint with laughter, with joy, with playfulness. And every time an old worry tries to creep in, you can simply stop, breathe and smile. Because right here, right now, you're safe, you're free, and you're exactly where you need to be. And I wonder if you've ever seen a cat playing with a ball of yarn, how it doesn't overthink, it doesn't hesitate, it simply leaps, pounces, plays. And in that playfulness, there's a kind of perfection, a kind of mastery. Because life, it isn't about waiting for happiness in the future. It's about creating happiness now. And the more you allow yourself to be present, the more fun you have. The more you realise how easy it is to just let go and enjoy. So I don't know if you've ever seen an old, dusty attic, filled with forgotten things, locked away for years. But imagine opening that attic door, letting the sunlight in, letting the fresh air in, watching all those old, heavy things simply drift away. And you can feel that happening now inside you. Old, trapped feelings releasing, dissolving, making space for something new, something exciting. Because emotions, they're meant to be expressed, to be felt, to be played with. And every word you speak, every truth you share, every moment you stand tall and look someone in the eye, smiling, laughing, feeling that confidence growing, you're taking back a part of yourself, that lost piece of your soul. The one that was hidden away is now returning, stronger, brighter, and as it does, you feel lighter, freer, more alive. Because you're here, now, fully present, fully engaged, no longer seeking approval, no longer chasing, just being you, in the most fun, most playful, most magnetic way. And I wonder if you've you ever seen a child on a playground, running, laughing, completely unafraid? And I wonder if you remember what that felt like, because that feeling, that energy, that joy is coming back to you now. It's waking up inside you, spreading through you, lifting you higher and higher, as you remember, as you realize, as you become. Now every time you lift your head, every time you smile, every time you meet someone's eyes, you're standing taller, standing stronger, feeling that deep, unshakable confidence growing. And isn't it interesting how the less you chase, the more you attract? The less you need, the more you receive. The less you try to impress, the more magnetic you become. And it's happening now, even faster than you imagined, as you open up, as you express, as you play, because life is a game. And you're learning the rules, and you're winning effortlessly. And as you listen to me now, as these words sink in deeper and deeper, you just know, that something inside you has shifted, something powerful, something permanent. And from this moment forward, every step you take, every breath you breathe, every smile you share, it brings you more energy, more confidence, more joy. Because now, you're that person, the one who stands tall, who speaks freely, who laughs easily, who lives fully. And it only gets better from here. Now you might come back to the surface for just a moment, but then you'll drop even deeper into this feeling, this state of joy, again and again. And every time you do, it gets stronger. Every time you do, it becomes even more real, because this is who you are now. And it feels good, doesn't it? To be free, to feel light, to feel fully alive. And when you wake up, when you open your eyes, you'll feel it. More energy, more joy, more presence, because now it's just who you are. And it only gets better and better, doesn't it?